Would you like to quickly and easily get financing for your business, either to buy inventory or using inventory as collateral? Well, I'm about to reveal to you the best ways that you can actually use inventory to be able to get money to grow your business. I'm going to show you how to get inventory financing regardless of how bad your credit may be. I'm going to show you how to get inventory financing even as a brand new business with no income or revenue verification. I'm going to show you how to borrow against inventory you already have to get low interest rate lines of credit. And I'm going to show you how to start a business like an e-commerce business and grow it and scale it without even having to buy inventory, being able to get the financing you need to actually fund that inventory. Along the way, I'm going to sprinkle in some of my best tips and tactics to help you get the most money at the best terms. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to get you access to our funding vault of 27 killer ways to get money to grow your business. We got a lot to cover, so let's dive in. So there's three main ways to get money for a business. We call this a 3C's cash acquisition formula. The first is having good personal credit or business credit. The second is having consistent cash flow that you verify with bank statements or tax returns. And the third C is collateral. And one form of collateral you can use to get financing is inventory. Now you can either use inventory that you have and borrow against that to get like a low interest rate credit line, or you can get the money you need to actually buy the inventory that you need to even start and grow your business. So for example, let's say that you want to open an e-commerce business selling objects on Amazon. Well, you could definitely do so, and you can get the financing you need to even buy the inventory of what you're selling. Or let's say you're already in a big warehouse in a manufacturing facility that you own, and you already have inventory, but you need to borrow against that inventory to be able to get money. Well, you can use that inventory as collateral to get a low interest rate loan or credit line as well. So inventory is a powerful way to get money for your business because of the 3C formula. You don't need cash flow and you don't need good credit to get it. So that means if you just have the inventory and the inventory alone can qualify you for financing, regardless of how good or bad your credit may be, regardless of whether or not you have revenue, can verify revenue. Even as a startup, you're still able to use this creative way to get the money you need to grow your business. So when it comes to inventory financing, there's two main types of financing that you may be interested in. The first is a loan or credit line borrowing against inventory you already have. So let's say, for example, you already have inventory. Let's say you already own an e-commerce business, you own a large factory, you already have a bunch of inventory on your shelves or available now. Well, you can use that asset as collateral to qualify for financing. You can get a loan or a line of credit for about 50% of the value of that inventory. Preferably, the inventory should be worth $500,000 or more. And you can get interest rates as low as 5%, even as a new business, even if you have credit issues. So that's a very popular way to borrow against inventory you already have. You can even use this kind of financing to actually buy new inventory to stock your shelves. And the second type of inventory financing you may be interested in is specifically for e-commerce entrepreneurs. So if you are selling things online, maybe you have an Amazon store, or maybe you're selling on eBay or a Shopify store, then this is the opportunity for you, because with this type of financing, you're actually using crowdfunding to get the inventory you need to sell online. Now, in order to qualify, you need to have $150,000 worth of sales already online. But if you sold more than $150,000 in sales online, then you may qualify for this kind of financing. All that's needed to qualify is inventory that's acceptable to the actual crowd of backers. So with this kind of financing, there's a crowd of backers. You go to the crowd, you post your project, and usually within minutes, almost always within 1 to 2 hours, the crowd will actually get the money you need to go buy the inventory. So let's say you're selling widgets on Amazon. Well, you can actually use this to, within a couple hours, get approved for all the money you need to go buy those widgets. Then as you sell those widgets online, you pay back the actual money that you borrowed. Now for you, the benefits are obvious. You don't need to come out of pocket to buy the inventory you're selling online. Typically, an e-commerce entrepreneur goes and spends all the money on inventory, then they wait, slowly sell that inventory to replenish their cash in order to repeat the cycle. With this kind of financing, you're actually able to come in, use the backers to actually get the money you need to buy the inventory, no money out of pocket, then you buy the inventory, then you sell it, and as you make sales, you pay back what you borrowed. So this makes makes it way easier to maximize your cash flow because you don't have to come out of pocket to buy the actual inventory. Rates are low and it's easy to qualify as long as you have acceptable inventory. And acceptable inventory as well. Most inventory you're selling online, there's some exceptions like perishable goods or electronics that lose value quickly, even jewelry. But outside of those things, most things that you're selling in an e-commerce store, you're going to be able to qualify. So if you want to learn more about getting approved for these options, give us a call for a free consultation. On that consultation, we'll do a funding assessment to tell you all the loans and credit lines you can qualify for right now. We'll help you fix things that are wrong with your business structure that affect your fundability, and we'll help you improve them to become more lendable. We'll even get your business credit reports with Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, Experian for free for you. Go over those with you and give you tips and tactics to build your business credit. You can get all of that by giving us a call at 877-600-2487. That's 877-600-2487 for your free consultation. You can also schedule online at creditsuite.com/consult. And don't forget to access your funding vault of 27 killer ways to get money for your business. You can grab that at creditsuite.com/27 ways. That's creditsuite.com/27, the word ways, for our funding vault of 27 ways to get money for your business. And if you got value from this training, make sure you like and subscribe and keep your eye out for our next training on more cool ways to get money to start and grow your business.